Hello student, my name is Nimish Prabhakar. I am Assistant Professor at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology in Instrumentation and Control Department. Welcome to Process Control lecture series. In this lecture, we discuss about the introduction of process control. So, first of all, question occur in our mind, what is process control? So, simple definition of this: process control is an engineering discipline that deals with architectures, mechanisms and algorithms for maintaining the output of specific process within desired range. So, this is a process control. That means process control is one engineering discipline that maintains the output of specific process within desired range. So, to maintain our output, we need process control. Now, in chemical plant, there are number of units such as heat exchanger, boiler, reactor, pump, compressor and also distillation column. There are a number of units in such chemical plant. So, to make one chemical plant, we need to assemble this few of this unit. That means to construct a chemical plant, we need to assemble few of this unit. So, we have to make one plant. So, we select a few of this unit and then we make one plant. Now, process control is help to control this plant. That means to control this different unit. Now, what is the objective of chemical plant? Or in other words, any plant is what is the objective? So, the main objective or the overall objective is to convert certain raw material into desired product using available source of energy in the most economic way. That means the objective is what? To get output by giving input, and the output quality is also good. So, now to understand this, we take one example. Suppose this is a one plant. In this plant, we give input. So, input is what? Input is raw material. So, we give in the plant input as a raw material, and as a output we get one product. So, here the objective of this plant is what? To make the product by applying different process. Like we take one example. In this plant, we give input. Suppose this is a plant of manufacturing of water bottle. So, in the input, we give raw material. So, for the manufacturing of the water bottle, we give different chemical as a raw material in the input. So, in this raw material, in the plant, we apply different process, like we increase the temperature and also we decrease temperature, then heating, cooling, all this process apply, and last one we get as a output one water bottle. So, this is the main objective of any plant. As a we give input as a raw material and we get output as a product. Now, to meet this objective, we need to meet some requirement. What? We to meet this objective, we need to meet some requirement. That means to achieve this objective. What objective? To get product in desired way. So for that we need to meet some requirement. So which are these requirement? So first one requirement is safety. Second one is production specification. Third one is environmental regulation. Fourth one is operational constraint. And fifth one is economics. So to meet our objective or any plant's objective, we need to meet these 5 requirements. So first of all, we understand all these requirements one by one. So first requirement is safety. So safety of personal and equipment is of foremost concern. In any plant like chemical plant or also in any plant, the person's safety is one and foremost concern, and also the equipment safety is foremost concern. And also operating temperature, pressure, flow rate, etc. should not be allowed to exceed allowable limit. That means different variable like in that plant, temperature, pressure, flow rate, we have set one limit. So that should not be allowed to exceed that limit. Now to understand this, we take one example. Suppose we have one reactor and this reactor have maximum pressure limit is 100 psig. That means this reactor maximum pressure handling capacity is 100 psig. Then we should have a control system that will maintain the pressure below 100 psig value. So this is a first requirement, safety. Now second one requirement is production specification. A plant should produce the desired quantity without compromising with the desired quality. That means a plant should produce number of quantity without, that means not compromising with the quality of the product. This is the production specification. Suppose we have one plant that make a cooker. So for this, the requirement or the specification is what? The production, the quality of product is good. That means a plant should produce the desired quantity, that means number of pressure cooker, without compromising with the desired quality of the cooker. So this is a second one requirement. Now third one requirement is environmental regulation. That means the output gas in the environment. So the plant influent in the form of like solid, liquid or gas should not exceed the limit decided by federal and state law. All the state and different country define some limit for the influence of the plant. So the plant should not exceed that limit. That means influence should not cause air, water or soil pollution. Now to understand this, we take one example like the amount of SO2, sulfur dioxide, that a plant inject to the atmosphere should not exceed the limit decided by the country or the federal law. Okay. Then other one example also we can understand. The quality of water returned to a river or lake should not exceed the limit decided by the federal or state law. So this is the third one, environmental regulation. Fourth one requirement is operational constraint. That means the various type of equipment used in chemical plant have constraint inherent to their operation. Such constraint should be satisfied throughout the operation of plant. Now to understand this, suppose we have one tank, water tank. So for this tank, the constraint is the tank should not overflow or overflowing or the go dry. That means the water in the tank should not overflow or should not tank dry. Now we take second one example. This is the catalytic reactor. The temperature of a catalytic reactor should not exceed an upper limit, because if the temperature is higher than the upper limit, the catalytic may be destroyed. So this is the operational constraint. And the last one is economics. That means what? A plant must operate at the optimum level, which means the minimum operating cost and maximum profit. So this is the goal of any owner of the plant: minimum operating cost and maximum profit. It should be economical in utilization of material, manpower, energy and capital. So this is the economics requirement. Okay.